So, join me today and let's talk about my full Mulberry collection, plus what's on my wish list. Hello, and the warmest of welcomes to today's video. For those of you who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, glad to have you here. Those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you enjoy my videos. I put out videos roughly 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion, slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do head down, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud. And what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrating yourself, and of course, we are celebrating others. So, first things first, please excuse the slightly yellowish light, okay? It is dark, it is relatively late, it is raining in the UK. Oh, we're in November. This is just going to be the state of affairs. However, I am yet to change these bulbs to daylight bulbs. My other bulbs I've changed, I'm yet to change these. So please just bear with me. I wanted to give you a different background, just to, mix things up. So hopefully that's okay. Anyhow, what are we talking about today? We are talking about the brand Mulberry. My Mulberry bags, I have 5, and also the 3 bags that are really high on my wish list at the moment. I really like Mulberry as a brand, you know this. I think there's a lot of really elegant styles, sophisticated, understated, simple luxury, but they are able to jazz things up. There is something for everyone with the Mulberry. They are beautiful classics in classic textures and neutrals and beautiful pieces, but then they also have some slightly more outlandish pieces, not always changing the style of the bag, but changing the material, changing the colour, changing something about it to mix it up, to give it a little bit of edge or to give it a little bit of playfulness. And I really like that in a brand. I'll level with you, and you will see this throughout my collection. I don't have the most subtle of Mulberries. I don't really own a classic one, in all honesty. One is, maybe, but there is a twist to it, as Dale would say, classic with a twist. So that's where we're at. But let's just dive straight in before we get into the wish list. Let's dive straight in and we'll go with the bag that I was using today. And this is my Trippy Tiger Mulberry Bayswater in this beautiful Trippy Tiger denim with this beautiful ice blue leather. This is a great bag. This was my first ever Mulberry. This was purchased in celebration of a mental health milestone. I am someone who recognises achievements with material things, and not everybody does. I do, and therefore it means an awful lot to me. It's quite a large bag. This could be a shoulder bag for some. It's not for me. It's exclusively top handle, crook of the arm. It has feet on the base. This is a piece from 2013. I bought it pre-loved from Luxury Promise. I got it for a great price. I love the silver hardware. I'm a silver hardware fan, as you probably know. Love the blue, love the denim, love the texture, love the pattern and print. It's just a fantastic piece. It's very me. I stopped using it for a little while because I bought other things. Then I started using it again and I remembered why I love it so much. So this was my first ever Mulberry and I absolutely adore it. It's beautiful. Trippy Tiger from 2013. If we're going in the chronology, is that a word? Chronological order. If we're going in a chronological order, then my second Mulberry was the one that you might consider to be the most classic of my Mulberries. And this is also a Bayswater. And this is my mock croc Mulberry Bayswater. I believe this is called the Bayswater Nile, and it's got the gold hardware on the front with the postman's lock. And mine I've accessorized with a scarf, and then it also has this MCM pom-pom on the front of it. This is a beautiful, beautiful bag as well. This is very sophisticated, very classy, kind of opens out like so. It's got an interior pocket. These can also be released somewhat. I don't release them, but you can release them. However, I really like this. Is this a trapezoid shape? Triangular shape. Ooh, my maths was failing me there. Geometry. I just think it's a great bag, very sophisticated. I think these are perfect work bags. I think they're just perfect life bags in general. Quite often Bayswater's feature as someone's first luxury bag, and I can absolutely see why. I think they're a great item for a first luxury purchase, but I also think they're a great item for a further down the road luxury purchase as well. So definitely one to consider. If you haven't considered Mulberry, the price points are really good. You can also get a great deal on the pre-loved market. So this would be my second purchase, and for me, it's easily 9 out of 10, if not a 10 out of 10 bag. So love it very much. Let's go to the third Mulberry that I purchased, and I went for a completely different style, but it was the colour that attracted me to this. My fabulous one shoulder backpack in this beautiful lemon yellow. This is just so fun. It's not a subtle piece because of the colour, but in terms of branding it is, because the only branding really is there. I'm not sure if there's any more, if I'm honest. Not that I can really see. You can detach the shoulder and then move it to the other side, so it all depends on which shoulder you would like to wear it on. And what's great with this is that this can be elongated, so it can be worn on your shoulder or it can be worn crossbody, and I think that's a great feature of this particular bag. The couple of sticking points I have with it: doesn't fit my 16-inch laptop, a little bit of a pain, limits the uses that I can get out of this. Also the zips slightly stick, but I knew the zips stuck when I bought it and I decided to buy it anyway, so I can't really complain about that. Wish that it fitted my laptop. It only just doesn't fit, which is really frustrating, but do you know what? It's a great day-to-day bag. I've used it as a kind of travel bag when I've just been going somewhere and I've wanted something that I can throw on my back and not worry about because I'm carrying something else in my hand, and that's a great thing here. So I really like this particular bag. Love the colour. That's really what makes it for me. Super fun, super playful, gives me energy. It's a great piece. My last two are pretty recent acquisitions, and this one is one that I got a lot of love for, and I can see why, because it is so flippin' stunning. My Mulberry Alexa. This is the medium-sized Alexa, and this is in Loopy Leopard denim. This is fabulous. This is from 2010. It was one of the first limited editions that Mulberry came out with for the Alexa. It has this beautiful shiny gold hardware, and it has the beautiful hardware that has been woven through that top handle as well. This can be worn top handle, this can be worn crossbody, it can be worn long shoulder because it does have a strap. I also bought this top handle for it, which I'm not going to lie, I hate. I'm not loving this, but I'm trying something. So this could also potentially make it a shoulder bag, but I don't think it's a style that should be a shoulder bag, if I'm honest. Not in the kind of hip pincher type of shoulder bag. Long shoulder, fair enough. I wouldn't wear it like that, but I've also worn it crossbody. Who am I? I never wear bags crossbody. I've worn this crossbody and I liked it. I do tend to wear it top handle though. If I'm honest, I love the detailing, I love the black leather, I love the vibrancy of it, the pink, the purple. It's absolutely stunning. Let me know what you think of this. I don't love it. Maybe if it was a little bit shorter. I think it's just a little bit too long, if I'm honest. I don't think it needs it. Do you know what? It doesn't need it. I'm going to take it off because it doesn't need it, and it's a distraction from what is otherwise a really great bag. So let's take that off. And let's just put that down to experience as a failed experiment. But this is the Loopy Leopard. The only thing with this particular one, and a few people have referenced this when it comes to the Alexa, it's a tad on the fiddly side, because not only do you have to get through the postman's lock, you then have to get through the magnetic clasps as well. And they're fairly strong, which is a good thing, and we would complain about it if they weren't very strong, but then it makes it fiddly to get in and out of. So unfortunately, you can't always win. I'm a big fan of this. I bought it from Arm Candy Bag Company here in the UK, and it's a lovely, lovely item. I'm thrilled with it. So will it be my only Alexa? Maybe. Maybe. If I was going to get another, I think I would go for an oversized, but I'm not in the mindset of getting another Alexa at this point. One is enough for me. I'm very happy with the one that I've got. It's a great bag, so that's That's good enough for me. And finally, before we get into the wish list, my most recent purchase from Mulberry, my shopper, which I absolutely love. I paid an absolute bargain for this, £135. It's currently stuffed with 2 other bags, has my Longchamp Les Pliages Pride collection piece, and it also has my Louis Vuitton Noe in it as well. It's a great bag. What can I say? I really, really enjoy this. It is absolutely ginormous. It is probably never full GM territory. And I've been debating more and more about getting a Neverfull. This was too good to turn away. And what I also really like about this is that you can fully expand it like that, or you can pull it all together. If I can popper it. There we go. So that it almost has this kind of bucket bag quality to it, which I've actually been using it as for a little while. Like, I quite like this. And it's versatile then. It makes it feel like I have an alternative to my Noe from a bucket bag perspective, but I also have a large shopper because I don't actually have a large shopper. I have my Karl Lagerfeld, which when I showed in the unboxing of this, isn't large enough. So I needed something bigger. So I like the fact that you have this, and it has 3 different settings of how open it can be. It's a great item. The canvas, really fun. I was on a bit of a camo hype. I bought it at the same time as this Longchamp pouch as well. Like you can see, camo hype. It's fantastic. Apparently it's waterproof as well, but because it doesn't close fully, you know, it being waterproof, even if I were to fully close it all like that, it's still got, you know, water can still get in, but it's close enough. And it's a great item. It's got space in the back. Love it. Absolutely love it. Great price. Yeah, big fan. There is a version that's available on the website that is £850. I have a sneaking suspicion this one could have potentially been a made for outlet. I'm not sure if Mulberry do made for outlet, but when I look at the one on the website, it's either an updated version of it because it has, for example, a tag attached to it, or maybe this one could have been made for outlet. But it was $695 to begin with, and then dropped, and I got it for $135. So hey, even if it was made for outlet, I got it for an absolute bargain. I think it looks great. I've been really enjoying using it, and I will continue to really enjoy using it, so no complaints from me. And finally, the 3 items that I'm absolutely loving from Mulberry right now, and I'm going to save my favourite for last. One of the ones that I'm absolutely loving, and let me make sure that I get the colour right of this particular one, is the medium Mulberry Lily in acrylic green high shine goat print leather. Now, I don't know what goat print means. Does that mean that it's goat leather? Or, yeah, I don't know what goat print means. I've said a lot about the Mulberry Lily in the past, and I meant it all. I don't think the hardware feels that substantial, but I think it's a beautiful, very sophisticated bag. But this colour is just absolutely exceptional and dreamy and gorgeous, and I love it. So if I was going to buy a Lily, this would be the one that would really turn my head. I kind of wish that it was in the oversized version, just because from a size perspective, I prefer that. I like a larger flat bag, but it's a beautiful piece. The silver hardware, you don't see that many Mulberries with silver hardware, so I really love this, and I love that kind of turquoisey seafoam green. I think this feels to me like it leans more towards blue than it does green, but hey, each to their own. Absolutely stunning. Next up, another different bag style that has been really catching my eye. And now that I've got an Alexa, now that I've got a Bayswater, I feel like I need to have some sort of trifecta, and that means that I would need an iris. And I think this beautiful powder blue iris is gorgeous. Now, compare the colour of this to the colour of the Lily. I can see why the Lily is more towards green. This is a very beautiful, soft periwinkle blue. It is stunning. I love the fact that with the iris, you can also mix it up, so you can mix up the handle. I really like this woven handle that they have on it, but you can buy it without the woven handle as well, if you wanted, and change up the handles, different colours, etc. That can be really fun. The Iris is one of the more expensive leather bags from Mulberry. This one I think is circa $15.50. So still a really reasonable price point, I think, for a luxury large bag. But it is a little bit on the pricier side when it comes to Mulberry. But it is beautiful. It would be versatile. It would be easy to use. I think it's stunning. I absolutely adore it, and I definitely need to be looking at the Iris a little bit more closely. Like I said, I feel like I need to complete my trifecta. However, before I get to that, let me tell you my favourite one. It's a tricky one because I think as soon as I see it, I'm going to really want to buy it, and I think my willpower will fail me in not buying it. So this is the Mulberry Bayswater in Amethyst, and this is the classic Bayswater style. Yes, it has gold hardware. For the sake of this beautiful amethyst purple, I could get over the fact that it had gold hardware. I've got other bags with gold hardware. It's fine. We make it work. That is exceptional. Exceptional. Again, it's in this high shine goat print leather, which I'm still not sure what it means. When I'm next at Mulberry, I'm going to ask them what that means. But it is stunning. The purple with the gold and, oh, that classic robust structured shape of that heritage Bayswater. Oh, beautiful. It is £1,150, which I don't think is terrible, to be honest. I really don't. Yeah, I'm going to wait to see it in person. They might bring it to Bicester because Bicester quite often has current collection, but I wouldn't buy it from Bicester because if I'm buying current collection, I want more of an experience than if I'm buying it outlet, if that makes sense. You get a nicer experience in the store itself, the main flagship stores, than you do at the outlets. The staff are all very nice, etc. But you're there because you want the deal, and the environment is part of what I think contributes to them being able to sell things for the prices that they do. I would want, if I'm spending £1,200, I'd want that full retail experience. So I would buy this from London, one of the flagship stores in London, if I were to buy it myself. But it's beautiful, and I know I would use it because I have two heritage Bayswaters that I do use a lot, that I like very much, and I think this would be a great way of adding something beautiful but a little different into my collection of Mulberries. So there we have it, everyone. That is the collection. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you love the 3 wish list items that I've shown as well. Are there any other items from Mulberry that you're thinking about? Are there any particular items that you loathe from Mulberry? Love hearing from you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now. Mwah.